Welcome to a special edition of Australians Getting Better with Age. In this episode, we feature a former member of the Royal Australian Navy Clearance Diving Branch. And although he's only 48 years of age, he's suffered a lifetime's worth of trauma. Exercise is obviously a critical part of his recovery, and he's determined to finish the 6-foot track marathon for the third time to honour his former team members. And in his own words, "I'm going to get this done for my brothers who are no longer with us." A special edition of Australians Getting Better with Age, featuring Stephen Mcdonald.
Stephen Mcdonald, I'm 48 and live at Culnura, just up from Yarramalong Valley. Spend a lot of my time out central west New South Wales on farms and small places out in the central west. My last country town was Mudgee, and that was before joining the Navy as a clearance diver in 2003. I applied for the fire brigade early on in the year before and didn't get into the fire brigade, and then the clearance diving vacancies came up and I thought that'd be a really good job where I can use my fitness, and joined in 2003 and I was in the branch for 11 years. The diving branch is a mix of tactical operations, mine countermeasures and underwater battle damage repair. It requires a high level of fitness and working in close-knit teams throughout the day and through operations. Yeah, it's a pretty tight-knit bunch. They're working full days and weeks at a time together. And normally the course members that you go through, you're just living for a whole year together pretty much. You go home on weekends and you're back Monday morning at 6 o'clock through till Friday, away training, diving and doing multiple PT sessions a day. So you build that friendship, and when you go to ships and then work at the teams, you further, have further friendships along the way. And a lot of the time you're diving, 50 metres, you build up for that, but you're diving mixed gases, and it's real time too. If something goes wrong when you're down on the bottom and you need to rescue your diver mate, they need to depend on you to be trained to do your drills and get them up to the surface. I was medically discharged in 2014. I previously was stationed to a mine hunting ship and jumped off the ship in a pre-deployment exercise, and I landed and damaged my neck and ended up pins and needles and neck surgery on my neck. And over time it wore away and diminished my ability to do the work and led to my medical discharge in 2014. It was October 2016. I was out cycling, doing a training ride, as I did back then a fair bit, and I was doing 38 k's an hour in West Gosford, and a four-wheel drive and trailer just turned in front of me and collided head first into the vehicle. I can't remember it, but I was taken to hospital pretty quickly after that and was in ICU for 3 days. I broke my neck at C1, 5 thoracic vertebrae in the column and 9 ribs, 2 punctured lungs, broken clavicle, broken wrist, bruised kidney and mild traumatic brain injury out of it. It was touch and go in ICU. The brake was resting against the main artery in the neck, and I was just pretty lucky that the brakes weren't displaced to hit the spinal cord. So I was able to walk out of hospital a few weeks later, spend the next 4 months in a hospital bed at home and start my recovery process through walking. And then eventually I was able to start jogging again and then back running. I've got daily neck pain, and when I do get on a bike in groups, I always come out with neck pain from that. But sleeping's always a bit of a problem, tossing and turning, getting the right position for my neck. But thankfully, the jogging, because it's a higher back injury and neck, I'm able to get out there and jog, hit the trails like the one here, and clear my mind and feel on top of the world. So exercise, getting out in the wilderness, just, it's amazing. It just really, really helps. It gives you perspective on, what you can achieve, and allow you to set goals and reach those goals, and then move on and plan ahead for future goals. 2 years after my accident, I ran my first 6-foot track marathon. It's a 45k race in the Blue Mountains, and it's a big challenge. So this one will be my third 6-foot track. I'm a bit undertrained at the moment. A few months back I slipped and fell on the trails and landed in a creek bed and broke 3 ribs. Ended up having to walk 9 k's out and drive back home and lick my wounds. So a bit underdone, but I know I'll get it done. I've also done Transvolcania, 85k Ultra Sky marathon race in Canary Islands in Spain. I've done the Old Ghost Ultra in New Zealand, which is another 85k ultra marathon run. Done the 50-mile G&W, and I still have a goal to achieve a 100-miler. So hopefully that will happen this year. My body now, it takes a bit more time to recover. So I find if I go too hard and overload too much, I get niggly injuries that come back and bite me, and then there's times that I can't do a race because I'm not right. So I just need to ease into it, train properly, eat properly, and look after the body as much as I can now, because it is what it is, and I need to preserve it as much as I can. This week for me has been pretty difficult. I found out last weekend that a mate of mine, clearance diver, that was a well-loved guy, like everyone in the branch. He worked out the anti-terrorism unit out at Holsworthy. He was a great operator. He took his own life last Friday, and we're all reeling from it. And this week, taper week, You know, it was hard to focus, but I'm going to get out there in that 6 foot. I'm going to give it a good crack. I'm going to think about my workmates along the way. Yeah, Max Gunn was 3rd clearance diver in the last 18 months to take his life. I know what they've been through. You know, you work that high tempo employment. You know, you give your life away, and you get out, and you know you're lost, and you don't know how to cope in the civilian world outside the real world. You know, it takes a while to find your place. You know, in ways I'm still searching. That's right. There's no way I'm not going to get it done. You know, I'm going to get it done for my brothers that aren't with us now. I'm going to keep persevering through it, climbing up those mountains, and trying to set an example for everyone out there doing it tough. That you know, it doesn't matter how tough you're doing it, right? There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And just want to say, you know, to all the women and men out there that have served, still serving, you know, thank you, thanks for your service. You know, I'm proud of everyone that has committed to protecting the country. And times, you know, when it's low, when you're down, just keep driving through it. You know, there's places you can reach out to when you're doing it tough. You know, a place like Soldier On and a Lifeline. Just reach out to people and you'll be heard. And don't give up.